Hello everybody, Sifd again with another SNKRX run, and today I'm gonna be doing another viewer suggested challenge. The suggested challenge today is to try and complete a run with only level 1 units. So, not tier 1, level 1. So I'm allowed to pick any unit that I want, but the thing we have to watch out is not leveling the units up. If I'm gonna level up a unit by mistake, I'm gonna just sell it, but I don't think I will be buying units by mistake. I won't be leveling up units by mistake, as I will just see if I have a pip, and if I have a pip, I'm just not gonna pick it up. We are already in mercenaries, it seems. Although this is gonna be one of the few runs where having infinite money for rerolls, etc. is not gonna be that important. It will be a bit important for what items we get, as getting items is actually important here. The items are gonna carry us most of the time, not the units themselves. So hopefully we get enough money here to reroll for maybe a good starting item. Wow, we got some really good item drops today. Gold drops, 10 gold maybe even? Yeah, 10 in everything together. I can go for a gambler. An arcanist, not sentry. Yeah, I can go full on sorcerers. If I get 6 sorcerers, with the gambler being one of them, I can gain so much money that I should be able to pretty much clear any enemy and then base everything off that for a win, maybe. Yeah, right now the gambler barely makes a sound effect. Barely makes a sound effect, while normally he's like clonk clonk clonk. Now he doesn't do anything. He just sits there patiently waiting for enemies to go down. I mean, because I won't be buying a bunch of level 2 units, it should be easier for us to amass a huge amount of gold. And if I find dividends, it should be a free win. Ballista for projectile damage. I don't think I like any of those. Let's reroll here. Healing strike, no. Centipede for movement speed, deal damage. How many mages do we have? No. I mean, let's reroll one more time. Ceremonial dagger, perfect. This should carry us through the rest of the game. Swordsman, just to have a unit. Let's not reroll, as I'm not really searching for units, to be honest. So the idea here is gonna be sorcerers with a splash of mercs in them. The mercs are most likely gonna be the gambler and the thief. I think those two mercenaries should be the ones I should go after, as I would like to acquire dividends just for the thief. So the thief is gonna just throw a dagger and one-shot everything. If we get dividends plus the thief. Gambler does not get anything from the thief, but the thing with Gambler plus the Ceremonial Dagger is that he should be one-shotting enemies, and then the Ceremonial Dagger should come in and continue the one-shottage. Or at least help out with damaging enemies very much. I would also like, as an item, to get Vulnerable. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I will be able to go 6 sorcerers. Nothing I care about here. Let's go to the elite fight. We have the Ursur, which should carry us through this on his own. The only thing we really care about here is, okay, that the Ursur debuff gets applied on the right unit. Now that it did, we're pretty safe to go on with this. And let's not forget that we also have Ceremonial Daggers, so the more enemies spawn, the more daggers we spawn, and if that dagger hits the boss is toast pretty much. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Resonance? No. No. Actually, enemy spawning with less max HP. Might as well. Yeah, I might as well go for this. Juggernaut's bad, Vagrant's bad. Let's continue here. You could ask me why I'm not rerolling. I'm trying to get to 100 coins first. Yeah, as you can see, Juggernaut, not Juggernaut, the Gambler right now is one-shotting enemies, and those enemies actually spawn daggers. So right now what is happening is that the Gambler is spawning daggers. Although I would like to get vulnerable, to be honest, and not intimidation, but it is what it is. Vulnerable makes the ceremonial dagger stronger, while intimidation actually makes it not weaker, neither stronger, as the dagger takes from the max HP of enemies anyway. Chronomancer, I would prefer Chrono over a bunch of things here, especially over Swordsman, so let's pick up the Chrono here. And let's continue. Maybe if you could find the Squire too, it would be nice. To be honest, I should keep the Chrono in the build. Maybe I should go 4 Sorcerers. Maybe I could go 4 Sorcerers. The idea here is to get a units that actually do a bunch of damage easily without leveling them up. And if anything, Gambler is the prime unit that does not need levels to do damage. It is the most powerful non-leveled unit in the game, in my opinion. Dividends will not work on it, but Dividends will give damage to the rest of the units too, because most of the damage boost is percentage based. For example, plus 50% damage, plus 100% damage, while the Dividends actually straight up give you... Yeah, it's also percentage based, but it's based on your gold, so if you have 300 gold, 300% more damage is actually gonna carry us. Let's set up the team a bit better. Let's have the Gambler second so that I can protect him. And let's have the Merchant last. Let's roll down to 90. Psykeeper, Psykino though. Psykino could be helpful and also the Mage Alliance. So what am I gonna throw for the Psykino away? The Cleric for sure. I mean, it's not like I really care about the Cleric. Psykino is gonna help us here and there, definitely. I lost a coin of income, but who cares? Yeah, Psykino is also gonna help us with the whites, as the moment I see enemies amassing in one position, I will try to go close to that and help out with the destruction of the whites. Also, we have Arcanist for the whites, and Gambler can also help out with the whites, so whites are not an issue at all with this build. Very nice, and we also got a bunch of money. I don't think we need to be in mercenaries anymore. Blank daggers for rogue chaining. I mean, I could. Arcanist, Nurserer, and Merchant. Yeah, most likely all of these are gonna drop, and we're gonna get... actually, Usurer and Merchant should drop for Sorcerers. Magician and Psykino should drop for Rogues, maybe? Centipede, though. No, let's go for Centipede. Let's go a bit defensive. Let's be a bit more defensive here. Spellblade. I could go into Rogues. If I pick up a Thief... And what else? What am I gonna throw away, first of all? The Flat Magician for a Spellblade? Does that even make sense? I mean, it does make sense, but... Nah, let's just upgrade some stuff here. And let's hope for the best. I should reroll my next item pool no matter what happens. I need to find some good items and not just randomly movement speed or less max HP. I would like to get vulnerable and dividends, as I said. Dividends, I'm gonna repeat again, not for the... I don't need dividends for the Gambler, as it doesn't work with him. I just need dividends for the upcoming Thief, as it will be part of the plan to go Dividends Thief to be able to one-shot enemies. Almost got that coin. Nothing of value here, let's continue. I should have leveled up, I should have rerolled maybe. I don't know. The thing is, I don't have a clear plan about what the team is gonna be. I was thinking about four sorcerers, thief, dividends. So with 4 sorcerers we have, okay, 4 sorcerers plus thief is 5 units already. And then I have 2 more slots, and that slot's gonna be the Chrono, I guess. And then 1 more sorcerer, and then I have 1 slot to do whatever I want with. I could go for wizard instead of magician. He should be a bit better. doesn't matter. Let's level those two up. And let's maybe find something that is part of this build. I mean, what am I gonna throw away? So the build is gonna be 1, 2, sorcerer. 1, 2, so 3, sorcerer, Chronos Days. It's a sorcerer already. So I'm missing 2 sorcerers and the thief pretty much, plus magician. So 1, 2, I'm counting sorcerers here, 3, 4 sorcerers, and then this is gonna be the thief. So magician is gonna drop, sorcerer is gonna drop, and arcanist is gonna drop, and no. Oh, we already have 2 sorcerers. So magician and gambler are, no, magician and sorcerer are gonna become sorcerers, and the merchant's gonna become the thief. And that's the build pretty much. So let's maybe try to find some sorcerers here. I mean, the witch is tier 3, so searching here is not a good idea anyway. Gambler again, he's a level 3. Is there any reason to... yeah, there's no reason to roll here. Let's roll for items. And then I can get the sorcerer buff, for example. Okay. Okay, ceremonial dagger is really helpful though. Let's agree on that. As it is doing multiple kills vulnerable, this is perfectly what I wanted. Vulnerability is exactly what I wanted. Obviously leveling it up instantly. Let's level the shop up too. I'm not gonna stay on low levels forever. Can I get Infestor? Infestor is pretty decent for now. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna throw him away right away. The moment I find something better. Psychic is a sorcerer, so let's pick it up for now. Let's drop the sorcerer. Actually, let's drop the magician, as it is pretty much the same build. And if we find another sorcerer now, then we drop the sorcerer. Artificer, so let's drop the sorcerer for the artificer here. And I would like to change the artificer up with a witch, but it's gonna happen in a bit. I definitely prefer the witch over the sorcerer. In my mind, there is no doubt in that. The witch is pretty decent. The artificer is good too. Yeah, the artificer is... yeah, wait a minute. The artificer is spawning a bunch of things. Maybe the artificer is a good choice. Because it's gonna make it so that we always have 2 or 4 guys running around and shooting. Although... yeah, maybe I should just drop the... yeah, I should keep the artificer in and not drop the arcanist with the witch. That's what I should do. Soundsurp, Psychino, Minor Outlaw, Beastmaster, Archer, Jester, Fairy, Witch has arrived. Oh, Witch is tier 2. Wow, I don't even know the classes from the game I'm playing. So let's drop the arcanist for the witch. As I got the artificer to cover the bases of whites. Well, whites are not gonna do anything to us anyway. And now I should just level up the shop to level 5. And yeah, and throw away the mercenary and pick up the... what's he called? The thief? And then be done with it. That's my idea. Not sure if it's a good idea. Of course, the gambler instantly shot the green one. You know, the only way I'm gonna lose is if enemies touch us and one-shot us, as we don't have a lot of life, because we only have level 1 units. And we also don't have the level 3 passives, because we only have 1 unit, level 1 units. For example, Gambler is becoming a lot stronger after you level up, after he becomes level 3, and which obviously is broken at level 3. So, I think... yeah, let's go into this with a bunch of money, because I want to reroll as much as possible. What would I like to pick up though? No, dividends. What am I even asking? I want dividends, and the moment I get dividends, I'm gonna go get the thief. The thief should be able to one-shot everything the moment he shoots something at it, with dividends obviously. Without dividends it's not gonna work. Yeah, because if you think about this, the real downside of this build is that you can get one shot from almost any enemy. So you have to be defensive, and then you also have to think about enemies being able to survive all your hits. So you also have to have damage. So right now the two combos I have is the Gambler plus the Ceremonial Dagger is the one combo, and the other combo is gonna be Dividends. So now we got enough money to actually chase down Dividends. Chronomancy. Burning Fields could also be nice. And what's this? Global damage, defense, and attack speed. I'm gonna go for this. Damage and attack speed is really important. And I obviously have an enchanter, so now I got a bunch of attack speed that I want, and damage, etc. Let's level up the shop and maybe try to find the thief without 20%. I mean, I'm not sure if it's worth it wasting too much money in rerolls here. Yeah, let's stop this. I can find it. Let's stop this. Let's keep our money high, because I want the Gambler to be one-shotting everything. Okay, right now he is still one-shotting. Because the damage of the Gambler is actually not... because the Gambler damage does not care about enemy debuffs or enemies taking more damage or pretty much anything related to damage. Nothing affects the damage of the Gambler. The only thing that affects the damage of the Gambler is Intimidation, so enemies having less max HP. Because obviously that's how it works, but the Gambler does flat damage. So if I have 120 gold, it does 120 damage no matter what happens. At least that's what I have been told. So that means that Dividends is also not gonna boost it, and pretty much nothing is gonna boost it. So if the Gambler is not gonna one-shot enemies, then he is useless to me. I want him to one-shot enemies. Let's reroll once. I'm gonna reroll down to 140. I'm seeing some level 4s here and there. That's what I'm trying to reroll. I found the thief, so let's drop the merchant and keep the thief. Again, let's have the Artificer last. I want to have the thief pretty front, pretty forward. I think we're good here. So let's go. Now I need the money. So the reason I want the money, more than 100 money, is obviously not because I just had the merchant and wanted the income. It is because I wanted to have the damage for the Gambler. The Gambler damages everything. Now I want to find Dividends as an item, as the thief is pretty useless without it. He has a pretty decent attack speed. If you look at him, he's at the 2nd position, and with this attack speed he should be able to just attack a wave and kill 5 enemies in one hit, as he is actually chaining 5 times. And then after that I should normally go into sorcerer buffs. Again, I might be into for sorcerers, but the sorcerer's items are not really that good. So that's why I'm trying to get items for my 2 carries instead of going for items for the team. Okay, that wasn't a lot of damage. Don't you dare. Thank you, Mr. Psychino, I love you. And you're toast. I almost lost a unit there, but I didn't. If I didn't have the 30% damage boost, defense from this. So now we go for Dividends, no matter what. It's gonna be more important than anything else. So Mercenaries deal X% damage, where X is how much gold you have. I should have, there was also Flying Daggers, which is the next thing I'm gonna go for. Actually, the next thing I'm gonna go for is either gonna be Sorcerer related, as every 3 attacks the Sorcerers double cast and will trigger their effects, or it's just gonna be Flying Daggers, so that my Thief dagger throw is gonna bounce 1,000 times. So theoretically speaking, yeah, whenever the thief attacks, whoever is there is gonna get one shot with his plus 140% damage boost. Even if he doesn't one shot, he's gonna leave everybody at very low life totals, so the rest of the team should be able to one shot it. And when I say the rest of the team, I don't obviously mean the Gambler, I mean everybody else, as the Witch is also doing some amount of small damage, and the Artificer and his little spawns also are helping out. So we got the whole team here for us. Yeah. when the coding rebuild is gonna happen and we're gonna get how much damage everything does, then we're gonna know how strong Dividends is. Not gonna buy anything here. We're gonna continue with our level 1 units. I think I haven't lost a single unit yet, but there is time for anything, I guess. So I'm waiting for it. Stay away, as the gambler has sometimes just decides to pop greens first, and that might go really bad if we're unlucky. Yeah, let's continue here. I think we won. I mean, I say I think we won, although we're still at wave 5. Nope. Yeah, theoretically speaking, I should go and pick up a bunch of passives that give you sorcerer passives. I should go for sorcerer passives. I'm either gonna go for sorcerer passives or I'm gonna go for flying daggers. Those are my options pretty much. Flying daggers to get some more bounces for the thief. Otherwise, the sorcerer's buffs, because I have 4 sorcerers, and each of them, every third attack it does, is gonna do the passive. So Burning Field could be nice. Actually, Burning Field would be nice. But if it's not gonna pop up, if Flying Daggers pops up first, I'm not gonna complain, I'm just gonna pick it up. As I said, Thief is one-shotting pretty much anybody that he shoots at. I mean, actually he's not one-shotting, as you see enemies like survive with a very small amount of health. Is that the sorcerer though? Is that the thief throw, or is it something else? Because I know I have a bunch of units, so I cannot always know who does what. It looks like the thief sometimes lets them alive, but on the other hand, sometimes I also see the explosion where everybody dies. So Burning Strike. Oh, Strike. No. Field. I said Field, not this one. Nope. Let's reroll here. Ooh, Speed 3 though. Do we have a carry? The Gambler is a carry. Yeah, let's go for Speed 3, obviously. And let's give it to the carry, the Gambler. Yeah, let's have the Psychic a bit more in the back. Have the Psychic first. Let's see what that looks like. Gambler has a pretty decent attack speed now. I'm gonna let the Gambler carry us. Uh-oh, we lost some life on the Gambler. I should be staying away from everything. I have global damage. Yeah, let's stay away from everything and let the Gambler do its job of clearing out whoever tries to appear. Uh-oh. Thief, do your job, man. Oh, he is even one-shotting yellows. Very nice. And I like that he's spawning the ceremonial daggers, and then it isn't only 1 kill, it's like 2 or 3, depending on how the ceremonial dagger bounces and where it decides to go. Yeah, I know, and I also have the Psychino ready to do his circling thing. I don't understand why some casters actually attack, or always attack, and why some casters wait for enemies to appear. For example, Psychino and Gambler are casting all the time, so if an enemy is not close when the Psychino attack is ready, then the Psychino is just gonna reset its cooldown and attack nothing. Actually, not even spawn the cycle, at least spawn the cycle in a random place. At least do that. Yeah, look at the Psychino. He is casting, but he is not placing the circle anywhere. Trying to stay awake, almost awake. Well, I am awake, so success, I guess. This is the hardest wave, as it is a 14 wave. It's a 14 wave level, and it has a chance to... Yeah, if I lose a unit early, I will have problems. And we were very close to danger there. Double spawn is the way I'm gonna lose. So these small double spawns, obviously not. But there is a chance that I get a bad double spawn. Like a huge wave like this one, and then another small wave like next to it. Then I will be toast if that happens. But right now this is going well. For example, if I get... Yeah, exactly that. If I get a double spawn, that was a small one, because it was in the middle. But if I got 2 double spawns, with both of them having like 5 or 6 areas, then I might have a problem. Oh, that's not good. Yep, this is what I was talking about, but I actually did survive. Maybe because of luck, maybe because of skill, maybe because I got Centipede, and Centipede is extremely useful as an item. Having 30% movement speed is always helpful. In the beginning I thought like Centipede is not really that good, as why would I need movement speed if I have defense and clearing power, but in the end that is not true, as the spawns in this game can always destroy you if they so wish. If they wish to do so, you are in their mercy. So don't trust anything. And I think like 10 seconds ago an X appeared in the middle, and in the end nothing spawned there, so the game even lies to you about the spawn sometimes. So having movement speed and being able to avoid everything is really important when enemies spawn in places where they shouldn't normally do. And let's go off to the last elite. With the dividends I should be able to almost one-shot him. I have 300% damage on this guy. He did not one-shot him. If anything, the Gambler is carrying. He's gonna fling nothing to us. And we won. Let's go in there and throw a dagger. And we won. Very nice. And now off to the final boss. I guess let's make enemies move slower as our last item. Yeah, I guess why not. Make enemies slow. Don't let them go away. Also, by not spending money in reroll, we get more damage. Okay, it's not a lot of damage. Uh-oh. I almost lost the Psychino, so that would be okay, I guess. And we won. We did it. Congratulations. This thing, did you see how this game ended this time? I don't know what exactly is going on with the pausing in this game, because sometimes when congratulations pops up, the game freezes instantly. This time I could walk for half a second while congratulations was popping up, and then when the S and the exclamation mark appeared, then the screen froze, so I don't know. I'm not gonna loop here. This is a challenge run. This is not a looping run. There's no point. If I start looping, I will be forced to pick up new levels. And yeah, I mean, there's no point in looping. If you guys want to see me just try to loop and then die 10 levels into the looping, I guess, yeah, you could say that. It would be fun to see how far away this can get. But in my opinion, it's not something really fun to do, so I'm just gonna do that for today. So today it's gonna be a bit of a smaller video, smaller run. I have to say though, this was one of the runs where I actually did not loop, and we completed this in below 30 minutes, so we got a really strong team, it seems. And what also seems to be true is that we are wasting at least 5 to 10 minutes in rerolls. So yeah, if you don't reroll, you get through the game faster. Could be a speedrun tactic. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the run. If you did, drop a like, helping out the channel as always. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you guys around.